Hey there, my name is Jonathan. I'm from the GitKraken team, and I'm here to tell you all about the changes that we've made in GitKraken Desktop specifically for our on-premise customers. So there's a big change in 10.8. Basically, we now support Launchpad for our GitKraken on-premise customers. If you don't know what the Launchpad is, I'll show you the app in a moment here. But at a glance, you get the ability to view your issues and pull requests that are associated to whichever integration you're connected to. So if you're connected to GitHub Enterprise, GitLab Self-Managed, whichever services you're connected to, you will be able to view issues and pull requests that are assigned to you or mention you. You'll be able to filter this list so it's interactive. You have the ability to take action on your pull requests and issues. And best of all, there is no internet connection required. We respect your self-managed environment, so we have made sure that we're not making any calls outside of your network. Everything stays local. We are only talking to the integrations that you give us permission to talk to. So that said, let's get into what our on-premise instance looks like. So this is I will be using the serverless client for this example, but you will see similar behavior or similar features for the self-hosted version as well. So to access the Launchpad, I'm looking at the release notes here, and you'll now see a rocket ship icon in the top left corner. For those of you who have been using GitKraken Cloud versions, you will probably be familiar with this icon, but when you click on it, you get access to the Launchpad. Now, I've already configured the Launchpad so that when I click on it and I open it, I see all the pull requests that are associated to my GitHub Enterprise server. But you might see something that looks something like this. So I switched over to my Issues tab, but when you open this for the first time, you may see something that looks a lot like this. So we give you a few shortcuts to configure the Launchpad, and depending on where you are, there might be a few extra steps. So for example, I already have GitLab Self-Managed connected, and so if I were to select GitLab Self-Managed, I don't have any GitLab issues connected here, so it won't generate any. But it'll tell me that, okay, you're successfully connected, but hey, it doesn't look like you have any issues. But I do know that I have issues on my GitHub Enterprise server instance. So what I'll do is I have a shortcut here to set up that integration. Now I'm going to hit pause on this video and fill in some relevant details, and I'll be back in just a moment. I am back. So what I did is I grabbed my host domain for this is just a test box, it's very temporary. But this will be where you enter your host domain for your instance of GitHub Enterprise Server, but it's a similar idea for these other integrations, GitLab Self-Managed, Bitbucket Data Center, Azure DevOps, and Jira Data Center. You will need to generate a personal access token. I've already done that, but we have a shortcut here that will take you to where you would generate a token. And once you've done that, you'll be able to hit connect, and you are connected. I already also connected my SSH in a previous example, so you might see a shortcut here to set up an SSH key. So now that that is configured, now when I go back to the Launchpad, I see that GitHub Enterprise Server is indeed an integration that's available. I can select it, and now I can review the GitHub issues that are tied to all of my projects. Um, while I'm here, this list is pretty interactive. So no matter what integration you're using, you can use this search bar to filter the list of issues or pull requests down to whatever you're looking for. You can also take action on your issues. So here I have a drop-down menu that allows me to open this issue directly in the web browser in my GitHub Enterprise Server instance, or I can even close it. For the GitHub Enterprise connection, I think we give you the ability to also look at the issue directly here within your GitKraken desktop instance. Pretty cool. Over here in the pull request section, this is again the list of PRs. This is also interactive. Again, you can use this filter to narrow the search a bit of what gets returned in the list. You have view settings available in the top right corner in case you want to reduce the noise or make things a little bit more compact. And then you can also take action on your pull requests here. So you have the ability to merge, clone, open directly in your GitHub Enterprise server or whichever instance you're connected to, or close the pull request. So that is what is, we do have a few more things. I almost, forgive me there. We will show any whips. I don't have any configured right here, but if you have any works in progress for the repositories tied to your repos, we will display your whips here. And then we do have a collection of all issues and pull requests available from right here. If you ever want to flip between different integrations, this might not be something you do, but it is possible to even switch to none if you want to just turn it off or reconfigure something. But you can flip between different instances that you've already connected to your GitHub through your GitKraken integration settings. And same goes for your issues. All right, so that's what you get with Launchpad. One question you may have is what is the difference between on-premise Launchpad versus the cloud? The cloud version has access to cloud workspaces, which acts as an additional filter for the list of pull requests and issues. So that's not available with the on-premise version, and neither is pinning or snoozing. So this is just the ability to prioritize a list of PRs or issues by pinning some to the top or snoozing some for later. But both versions support filtering the list, so you can always get down to what you're looking for. And both versions support saving your view settings. So that's what I was showing here in the top right corner. You have the ability to configure your view settings to match um, whatever your preferences might be. So that's how the on-premise Launchpad works. We're really glad to get this out to our on-premise customers. If you have any questions, please give this a try. We'd be happy to hear your feedback and improve this however we can. All right, take care.